Well, for this next excerpt, I choose a paragraph that I wrote on my reading class. It is called The Barbershop, and it talks about my experience on getting a haircut and how I used to work with my uncle. Well, I choose it because it is easy to understand. It has and also it has some examples of the structures that we have seen on class. I'm gonna read it two times. The first time I'm not gonna make any pause, and for the second time I'm gonna make pauses on each each highlighted item to make an explanation. Well, let's start. When I feel my hair is too long, I always go to my uncle's barbershop. I really enjoy how comfortable my head feels after a haircut. Once I get there, I take a seat in front of the biggest mirror. Then he uses a cape to cover me and avoid hair getting into my clothes while he works. He uses different tools depending on the type of haircut I choose, but the straight razor, the clipper, and the scissors are the ones that he uses the most. After that, he gives me some tips on how I should style my hair to make it look better. I don't pay him for my haircuts, but I help him by always keeping the barbershop clean. Well, I'm gonna read it a second time to make short explanations on each highlighted item. The word when it is conditional, and we can identify this kind of conditional, sorry, by getting the order on the sentence. For example, if we start with the second clause, I always go to my uncle's barbershop when I feel my hair is too long. It is an easier way to identify these kind of conditionals. Next, we have the word feel, and also all the words that are highlighted in green. They are examples of the use of the structure of simple present form. I feel my hair is too long. I always go to my uncle's barbershop. I really enjoy how comfortable my head feels after a haircut. Once, this word once is an adverb of sequence. And I get there, I take a seat in front of the biggest mirror. Then, also this word then in yellow is like the word once, is an adverb of sequence, and we use them to set an order of the ideas in a text. Well, also continuing with that, he uses a cape to cover me, and the word "and" is a conjunction. As I said before, generally get them as fanboys, but the right name for this kind of conjunctions are coordinating conjunctions. And avoid hair getting into my clothes while he works. This second conjunction in red, while, is not a fanboy nor a coordinating conjunction. Yes, it is a conjunction, but in this case, we have a subordinating conjunction because it sets a difference between the clauses, as this clause, while he works, is a dependent clause. It cannot be understood by itself. And also we have the word works in green, which is also another example of simple present tense. He uses different tools depending on the type of haircut I choose, but the straight razor, the clipper, and the scissors are the ones that he uses the most. After that, also, even if they are two words, they are an adverb of sequence, as the word once and as the word then. After that, he gives me some tips on how I should. This word should is also um, it is a it represents two different structures. For example, it represents um, modal verbs. Sorry, yes, modal verbs, and also it represents the other structure that we've seen on class, that is should, for giving advice. How I should style my hair to make it look better. I don't pay him for my haircuts, but this word "but" in red is also a conjunction, and also as the word "and," it it is a coordinating conjunction. I help him by always keeping the barbershop clean. And talking a little bit of this kind of experience with my uncle, uh, he is not a barberman anymore, but currently I'm at a new barber shop near my house, and the next time I need a haircut, I will go there. And also, this is an example of how can we use the structure for the future tense. For example, as I said, I will go there to express future plans.